Hello everybody, Mr. Pilgrim here coming at you with the third and final video in the Platinum Trophy Guide for Berserk and the Band of the Hawk. In the last video I went over into more details about some of the other trophies, specifically finishing up the character related trophies and stuff like that. So now I'm going to head into the more tedious and time consuming ones, and I will have links for certain things to make your life a little bit easier to keep track of, just so you know what to do. So probably one trophy that is glitched probably for everybody, and that is going to be the Music Lover trophy, or the BGMs, which you can find here in the gallery. Now there are some that are a little bit difficult to just get. So if you see here in Come to Music, you'll see I have obtained all of them. Now one I will specifically talk about is called the Invitation. It is right here. How I got that was when going through the event section, I was just going through, clearing everything out, watching everything, skipping everything, because you don't actually have to watch it to have the music actually be cataloged. You just have to start it, and then you can give it a couple seconds and then skip it. Now, when I noticed I got the invitation was somewhere from the start to the Brand's Guidance event. So from here up is where it is. I don't know exactly when I got it. I wish I could say that I am sorry for. But once you have gotten all the music, if the trophy still hasn't popped for you, you also want to, if you need to, come all the way back and go into the story mode once it loads. And then in story mode, you'll also want to make sure that you have done all of the events. Here, want to make sure all of these have been done as well. And once you have done that, and then gone through and watched all the events in the gallery too, you should have everything. If you have reached 100% in the music, then the next step will be to play a standard story mission. So you can easily just use the unkillable Death Machine Berserk armor beast form as Guts. Just complete the Golden Age mission, and once the game saves and all that, then the trophy will pop. It took me a long time to figure that out. Now, if you're missing a couple, you can also 98% of the music you get just from the story mode, the events. So there's that. But then there have been a couple of people who've said that you also can get a couple from at least doing the first 5 layers of Endless Eclipse. So you'll also want to do that just to be on the safe side. And then once you do that, complete a mission in story mode specifically, not free mode. Story mode is how I did it. And then when the game was done saving, the trophy popped. And so there's that. Now, I also went over how to do all of the apostles, or large apostles that are needed for the Berserker trophy, and how to do that easily just by picking the Guts with the infinite Beast of Darkness armor in Berserk. Beast of Darkness in the Berserker armor. That'll easily help you do that for all of them, as well as also doing it for Griffith. You can just switch that back to normal. So now the last things to talk about are going to be a little bit annoying and very grindy. So we'll get into that now. Alright, so now the last things that you have to do are all related to the Endless Eclipse mode, and will also tie into the gallery section. So what I mean by that is, when you go into the Endless Eclipse, as every playable character, there will be eventually a new mission or desire that you have to do, and you want to do that. You're going to have to do this multiple times from the first layer all the way up to, I believe it's layer 60, maybe even up to 80. Just repeating those, because the ones from 81 to 100 are the same. There's no new ones there. Those are all the same. If you make it to 100, you could reset and start from 101 and do that, but those enemies are going to be pretty tough. But in doing so, you will start eventually getting all of the desires done. You will also have to do them, like I said, on certain characters will unlock new desires, and some of those new desires will have baylets for you to obtain to unlock all of the awards, so you can get all of the unique pictures, you know, stuff like that. Don't know why I went into this, but I did. Kind of weird, but anyways. So yeah, so that'll be one thing. As you can see, there's by now, if you've done everything like I have, you should have to do the last 4 scenes or awards. And then as well, you will also need to have obtained all of the sub-weapons, which you'll gain from certain characters leveling up and stuff like that. Just playing as certain characters, leveling them, playing them will gain you access to these, as well as just using them, of course. Then the items, I don't think you need to have all of the items, but you do need all of the accessories. I will leave a link in the description so you know what to do, as you'll notice that I've obtained quite a few. You've also noticed there's a couple missing. So most of these items will need to be either bought or farmed, and some can only be made by upgrading. As you can see, I have a jet ring and a quartz ring and stuff like that, which you can then upgrade into the light crystal ring and the black crystal ring. Now do note some of the red tier items that can be obtained from doing the Endless Eclipse 60 all the way up to 100. You will have to do certain characters to obtain their items, as they only will drop when playing as those characters. But others, as you can see, like all the ones that I have obtained right now, I got from just playing as Guts in the Endless Eclipse. So you will have to do that. So a bunch of grinding and playing every single character from Endless Eclipse 1 to 100, and it's quite annoying. You will also unlock war horses and stuff like that along the way from just leveling up characters and them reaching certain tiers of the Endless Eclipse is basically all you're going to be doing in the end. So just playing Endless Eclipse over and over again is going to be a bit annoying and a bit of a grind, but it's the last thing you'll have to do. And then I'm going to go into detail now about a pretty good build that somebody had posted that makes you basically unkillable for every character that you can put this on. So if you can find the right gear to get all of this on, then you'll be good to go. So what the specific perks are, or skills that are attached to these accessories that you want to get and have them at 99, which I went into detail about by just amalgamating a bunch of stuff over and over again until you get it to 99, is you'll want to have at least slow burn, frenzy offense, regeneration, and resurgence on, that's first 4. The next 4 are frenzy inertia, death blow inertia, regeneration, and resurgence. And then the last 4 are death blow power, force, and then regeneration and resurgence. So the whole point of that is to make sure that you're constantly refilling your frenzy mode and that your death blow meter goes up. So you're basically just increasing your overall defense when you're in frenzy modes, and then you can deal more damage, and then just constantly using your death blow. That's basically just going to be the main thing that you want to do. Might take a lot of time and stuff like that, and a lot of coin to do that, but by now you probably should have a decent amount of money to be doing that. And you also want to make sure it's on things that aren't character specific, so they can go on other characters. But so once you have done all of that, you will eventually get everything needed and will obtain the platinum trophy. I figured I should make the video now so you know what to do and have all the information at your disposal to do so. If you want to find the specific build that I just listed, you can look it up on a official Steam page, you just look up on Google Berserk and the Band of the Hawk Endless Eclipse builds, and it should be like the first or second link, and it'll lead you to that. Guy goes into a little bit more detail about it. If you want, I can just leave it directly in the description just to make it a little bit easier about why he did the build the way he did. But other than that, this has been Mr. Pilgrim. Hopefully this guide has made your life a little bit easier to earn this platinum trophy for, as it took me a little bit of time and frustration to try and figure everything out, as well as scour the internet for some of the answers, especially for the music lover trophy. That one is a bit annoying. But anyways, I will see you all in the next platinum trophy guide.